Would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Wamata. I'm from Cambodia.
My name is Yegor, I'm from Ukraine.
Yes, and what is your project?
Our project is like a video about our school, so you can see like our work. We cut our big main video about our school and do it for a different laptop, iPad, sorry. For example, it's part with the main subject, it's with introduction and some events. It's in the school.
Alright, so what is your thought about the project?
We thought that it's very fun and interesting, and people who will come later, for example next semester, our school can show this video where we discuss about the main subject at schools, that they can more understand what it means as suitable for school.
Alright, and how does it link to Before I Die?
Before, it means that we want to improve ourselves in this way, that editing video, be a professional on this, and every day be better.
It was very inspirational because before I died, he was right that he want to make a video for YouTube, and then I have an experience making videos, and I thought I could do something to help him with that, and that's how we come up with the videos on YouTube. And then to the installation part, we break. Can I show you that? So for the installation inspirations, in the life of Singapore High School, we want to introduce to everybody about the school, so that's why we set up it's on a sofa, so people come here to chill and have fun. And then we introduce more different parts of the school where we have 6 different main subjects. So we put it on the pool table where we have 6 main points where when we play the pool table we want to put it on that. So we thought that okay, one main subject is your goal. So when you come here to play, you also have your goal to get your point. So that's why we put it in the 6 different places, and each of the students describes about their life here, their main subject, how they feel about it, and how they like the school as well. It's such a fun way to do it in a pool table in a game like this. So that's the inspiration behind of this installation.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Lage and I come from Auburn and I come to Singapore.
Alright, what is your project?
My project is this box, and it's art installation. You can go inside and you can come around and look for art.
Okay, what is your inspiration?
My inspiration to this project is that people with diagnosis have a different point of view from the outside. People see them as joyful and happy, but from the inside is completely different. So yeah.
Would you like to show us?
Yes.
Alright.
This is a site where it says this moment will not last long, because when you feel down, it won't last forever. And there's a little text behind the saying, there's a story to it. We'll get back to that. There's a book here where you can share your feelings, because it's an open space where you can be whoever you are and feel whatever you want to feel. And you can come inside as well. And there is the word empty, because inside is pitch black, because that's mostly how people with depression and BPD feels most of the time. So yeah, that's it.
And how does it link to Before I Die?
It links to that I suffer from BPD myself, and I want to get healthy before I die. So I actually put the feelings from my BPD into this project, so it's kind of a self-portrait of how I feel. Yeah.
Thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Quentin from Belgium.
And I'm Jason from Wisconsin in the US.
Alright, and what is your project?
Our project is kind of an elaboration on Candy Chang's Before I Die, I Want To. What we're asking the participants here to do is to contemplate their own mortality in a very experiential way. So we're going to have them lie in a body bag and use the sign that they will handwrite, to illustrate one thing they would like to do before they die.
Alright, and what is your inspiration?
What is our inspiration?
And thoughts about it, the process and so on.
The process as a whole is the idea to get people to contemplate their own mortality, and then also to inspire a sense of urgency to get something done.
Right. Would you walk us through your installation?
Sure, absolutely. We'll take you over here where you have an opportunity to write out something that you might like to do before you die. So in this case, maybe it's make a video. And then we invite the participant to enter the space and then to be placed into a body bag. And they're welcome to do so in whatever state of dress or undress they feel like. In this case, Quentin has chosen to go in fully clothed. And we zip them in. And once they're zipped in, we take a photograph of them, like you saw on the board outside, and then they get a copy to take home, and a copy becomes part of the permanent installation.
This will make it sound like a funny question, but how does it link to Before I Die?
Literally is something that you want to do before you die, and like Candy Chang's exhibitions all over the world, there are now over 5,000 of them. This is just a more intense version of that, and it gives the participant a souvenir to take with them. So it's wallet size, so they can carry it in their wallet, or keep it at home until they accomplish it.
Lovely, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm from Cambodia.
Hi. What is your project?
My project is, the title is A Bundle of Love, because I want to give food to people, especially homeless people, before I die.
What is your inspiration?
It's because I love to do social work, and I am happy when I share what I have to homeless people or the poor, so that's why I'm doing this project.
Alright, would you like to show us your installation project?
Of course. Here just something about me. It is my interesting why I'm doing this project, and I have one word here. I say that I am not rich. It means that when you want to share something to people, it doesn't need to be rich. Just share what you want and share from your heart. It's the real happiness is. And in the bag we have a lot of food like breads, orange juice, and first aid. Yes.
Right. And how does this link to Before I Die?
It is linked to Before I Die. It means that when we die, we cannot bring anything. So when we are living, we can share whatever, what we have to people. That's it.
Alright, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lake from Cambodia.
Right, and what is your project?
It's called Life in a Backpack. So basically, as I am a minority woman and I came from a very conservative community, and where girls are not really allowed or open to travel far away from the community, and I think that this project will be perfect because before I die, I wanted to travel as much as I can. And this is like the bag and the dress is falling out because of those stereotypes and cultural norms where I was forbidden to not traveling far from home, and which the pants is a sense of community and the friends and family that I'm also seeking. But also if I travel, that means I would leave those friends and community and family behind, and also the shoes representing the freedoms that I want to explore in my life, and that's my wish. And the notebooks mean that to journals and to memorize all the good things that happen in life. So overall, this means that in order to seek freedom and community and where I belong, I have to also have stuff that holding me back, for example, like friends and family that I'm gonna really miss back home. So that's a sense of traveling, and that's what I want to do before I die.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ali. I'm from Lebanon.
All right, what is your project?
Well, my project is called The Timeless Space of Desires. And it is a playful art between how we perceive ourselves in space and time and our journey through it, and how the social and traditional norms contribute to that journey in this space and time.
All right, what is your inspiration?
Well, my inspiration is a lot of things. First, it's physics, time, the concept of time itself, and how we perceive it, and how I can objectify our conception of time into art. For example, these objects are frozen here, so they're experiencing a different time from what we're experiencing. And if we relate time to space, meaning ourselves, material, we can play with the concept of time itself with the values it represents.
All right, would you like to show us your piece?
Yes. All right. This is a freedom piece. It's light bulbs that I used from caretakers. So its hope is really sunk down at this point. And you have freedom and peace at the bottom, and they're not lit up, and they can't be. But it's a process that would get them out, the melting. And here you have an expression piece, which is related to how we express ourselves, how freely we do that. There's a bottle of gin, a pen, and a paper with something written inside that is yet to be expressed when the ice melts. Here we have a doll and a barbed wire representing our struggle as children to achieve what we want, and how social norms actually confine us from achieving that and fulfilling what the inner child in each of us wants to achieve. Yeah. This is it highlights animals during war, and that's one because we don't talk about that usually. And it also highlights it's a representation of whenever you have a war, you have destroyed homes, and what comes out of that is toys and dolls of young children, which is equal to stripping away their dreams and their chance to have a home, which means a better life, a comfort zone, comfort place. This piece is quite a very popular one. It's a bit mysterious, but it's made out of something rubbery, I would guess, silicone. It represents our how we have to represent our sexual expression in a parallel space because of social structures sometimes, and it offers us a space where we uplift the social burdens to express ourselves freely for quite a while. This is a face. It's a mask that I did quite a while ago, and there's hearts inside, and it also represents how we find things out of failures, how we find successes out of failures, and how we reproduce our life experience in a sense, in an ongoing sense, to be specific.
All right, and how does that link to Before I Die?
Yes. How I thought of this is that I reoriented the question of how can I be myself before I die, or because when we die we don't have that chance anymore to be ourselves at one point. So I asked myself the other question of how can I be myself and what stops me from being myself, and I found a lot of loopholes in social structures and in the way we perceive ourselves in those social structures. So we need to ask ourselves the question of how we live at one point also, for us to be able to answer how we, what are we gonna do before we die.
All right, thank you. Would you please introduce yourself?
Uh-huh.
Who are you?
I'm Yehor.
Would you like to presentate? What? The thoughts behind this box is fuck. Can you flip that?
Come on in and explore.